Here we are again for another breakdown for the Red Sox prior to another late game. Hi, everybody. I am Nick, and we have Brendan in here this evening to get ready for the next series for the Red Sox as they take on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Brendan, we have two more games of this 9:30, 10 o'clock business, and then we can finally get back to normal because this is exhausting. I'm kind of glad, though, in a way, we're taking this first to get the season started, just getting us out of the way early on because it's hard. It's hard staying up late, watching, and then recapping everything. I want to
Oh,
welcome you in. How you doing?
definitely, Nick. And I think it's good for the team as well to start out west. I might have had a little lag spike there, but it's good for the team to start out west. They get this trip out of the way early, and then they're not playing the best competition right now.
Say
Um,
that again.
so I think it's good for them to get their skis on under their boots and try to hit the ground running. The staff has looked really good. The defense looks really good as well. We're gonna have Cutter on tonight. He had a great start. He has a 0 ERA right now. He hasn't given up a run. Um, the movement on the pitching has been really good. The off speed stuff, they are painting the plate, and it looks really good. The offense has been a little suspect, but they have played pretty poor competition, which is something you have to put in stock. Oakland really doesn't belong in the big leagues. Seattle is a great hitting team, and now you're going to play Anaheim. They're not great
That's
either.
why, if, in a way, for me, I can't take much stock in that A's series. You heard me say if the Red Sox lose any of those games in that series, I'd just surrender and I'd be done with it. And I would be a man of my word. I would be, because that would be an utter embarrassment. And they were very close to losing both the Tuesday and Wednesday game in that series. I know it's early. I get it. The issue is some of this offense is alarmingly bad right now. Trevor Story finally got out of it the last couple games, so I give him credit for everything that was there, which was great. But I know that people are going to say historically Tristan Casas is a slow starter. The guy just started last season. How can you even say that? How can you even say that? You can't. I think he is overhyped. I'm sorry to say it. I know, Brendan, you like him from everything, but I think that he's got to prove something still. Like, he's not an MVP in my eyes as of yet, and he's being counted on to hit fourth in a lineup. No. Trevor Story coming out of it was a nice little thing to see. But I want to see this up against the competition of the Orioles and other cream of the crops of the league, even the Yankees or the Astros. That's what I want to see. I want to see what happens against that competition.
Yeah.
Um, so far, I think my bright star on the season has to be Jaron Duran.
Okay. Yeah.
So far, on the offensive side of things, I can't say enough great things about the pitching. The pitching has been just awesome to see. Outside of Bayo, Bayo has some sort of issue with the A's. I don't know what it is, but I'm very happy with Pavetta. Very happy with Crawford, Whitlock, the whole shebang. Even Tanner Houck was outstanding on that Monday night game. That was fun baseball to watch when he was on the mound there. Take it away.
Yeah, his two-seamer was filth. And then I really loved what I saw out of Nick Pavetta. He is leading the staff right now. He's painted his slider to go really well with his fastball. I really like what I see out of him. I take issue with Kenley Jansen. Look, Kenley
Me
Jansen
too.
coming, he's out of shape. He doesn't seem in it. And honestly, Liam Hendricks is a legit guy to be your ninth inning guy when he comes back. If it comes down to it, and Jansen doesn't want to be here, good riddance. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to play here. We'll ship you out because we could get something in return, whether it's another pen arm, which I think they could look into. Also some insurance for the starters. I don't know how long they're going to hold up. Health is a big thing with this starting staff here. But I know what they have in Martin, and I know what could happen with Liam Hendricks. I think he's a really good player.
I
Um,
actually forgot about him, Brendan, before you mentioned it. All-Star break-ish.
Yeah.
maybe a little bit later, depending upon how the surgery and everything goes. But it was a good, solid depth move for them, if they're in contention and if they need a bona fide, legitimate guy. And I think that that's a nice fallback option if you definitely need it. Kenley Jansen, though, I just want to put it out on a limb, is completely out of shape. He looks checked out to me. I mean, he's already dipped significantly. I think it's like 6 or 7 miles per hour off of his fastball. That tells me something alarming. It tells me that if it wasn't the A's this past weekend for him with the games getting closed out, I don't think that would have been a save. I think it would have been blown out because he struggled in those outings that he was in there. So when tough competition gets going, they're going to eat him alive. And I would much rather maybe look at Chris Martin or one of these other guys that is just up and coming here as another option. You
Weiser's been
might need it.
good.
Weiser looks good too as well.
Connor Wong, not a pitcher, but I didn't get to say my bright spot. I would say offensively, he's actually improved a little bit. Now, he played some bad teams, but he's hitting over 300 right now. OPS in the 600s. That's pretty good for Connor Wong, who maybe he'll come back down to earth probably when he goes up against Anaheim. We'll see. But at the moment, I think he's making a case to put himself with Teal in the duo in the future. But right now, I like what I'm seeing out of Connor Wong, and especially guys like Tyler O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill has been really awesome to see. Jaron Duran in left field has been tremendous. And then you have Rafael in center. He looks like a Gold Glove in the making.
Jackie Bradley Jr. Who?
You're right. It's part 2 over here. Just need a little bit more consistent bat, and then we're waiting for Vaughn Grissom because Reyes and Grissom will be a great tandem at second base. I don't trust the glove yet with Valdez, but the bat has been pretty good. They had a couple errors. Honestly, their record, I can't trust it right now. They got bailed out because they played the A's. The A's,
Yeah, they did.
they're a bad team. They're a really bad team. They don't belong in baseball.
So we got the Angels. We could Kutter Crawford on the hill. It goes Crawford, then it goes Whitlock, then it goes Hulk. Is this another get the broomstick sweepage?
I don't know if I trust them to win 3, but I'm going to bet on it. I'm going to take it. I think I like what I see with the rotation right now, especially when it's not Bayo right now. It's Crawford, Houck, and Whitlock. Those guys looked really good against Seattle. And I think the Angels are worse. I think in the AL West, Seattle.
Over Seattle versus absolutely. I mean, I think the hierarchy should probably go
Seattle is
Rangers, Astros, maybe Seattle.
Yeah,
depending upon what you want to do for flip-flopping. I mean, it might even drop the Rangers down a little bit, but the bottom 2 absolutely goes Angels, and then, of course, the A's.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going sweep. Yeah, I'm not going to say if the Red Sox lose, I'm going to not watch any more games because that's just immature. I'm not going to do that. But I do think that it would not surprise me here to see the Red Sox come back home. So they're 5-2 right now. Come back home next Tuesday, 8-2. 8-2 on Tim Wakefield Day, on opening day. That would be nice start to the season. Something to be happy about.
Yeah, and 8-2 is 8-2. Look, I know you got to play who's on the schedule. You can't take too much stock.
Got to get there first
when you play the A's, but you're right. You gotta take care of the Angels starting tonight. But I think Anaheim isn't on the same level as Seattle. I think Seattle is a contending team. They were a game out last year. I think they're a really good club. Anaheim, I don't feel the same way. I feel like they didn't see the writing on the wall with Ohtani. They went all in, and now they're just in a real puddle. So,
and remember, they still have Mike Trout, so there is some thump, of course, still there.
Yep.
But overall, pitching and everything put together from the Angels is just bleh.
Not a good team.
Bleh. Just gross. So that's how I feel about the matter. We will see what happens this evening as the Red Sox take on the Angels. We'll be back to talk more about the series and how things are going shortly, but we hope everybody has a great Friday night. Sit back, enjoy the game, and we'll let you know what happens from there. Don't you worry.